let's do a pillowcase. It's really simple. A pillowcase, a standard size pillowcase is 20 by 26. The queen is 26 by 30, and the king is 26 by 36. So that's the length. This is the standard size pillowcase. I think it's really fun for little kids. It's using the serger stitch to trim the edge without the knife so it don't cut it, and just stitch ribbon on. And that's kind of like primary colors and fun for little kids. So let's move this out of the way. So I cut the pillowcase. This is 20 inches wide by, depends on your pocket. So I made this 36 inches long. So you're gonna need at least a yard of fabric, because you want to create this pocket beyond where the pillow finishes. So I don't want my pillow to be from here to here and then you can see my pillow. I want this to hang off the edge and create a facing, so the pillow is back here and this hangs off the edge. So majority of the time I'll rip it to make sure it's on grain. You want to do some kind of finish. A serger is finished on the edge of this, or you can zigzag the stitch, whatever finish you want on the edge. So use a 1/2 inch seam allowance. So then we're going to cut 2 of these 21 by 36, and then I'm going to create this pocket. And just use cotton and polyester, broadcloth. You can use flannel, anything that's machine washable and that's safe for children if you're doing this for children, because we want to make sure it's fire retardant. Cotton is not going to burn in case of fire. And also I want to finish the edge of this because I'm going to trim it with the ribbon. But if I didn't want this on the edge, I could take it and fold it back and create that big pocket. You can make this as wide as you like. I took mine and I stitched across here, and I'm going to stitch around, come all the way back, and then flip it and stitch it. Or you can stitch this first and then finish it, so whichever way you want to finish it.
Which one would be the easiest?
So to me, it's easiest if I took this and I folded twice and stitched it and then stitched it along the side. You're still not going to see it, but that's the easiest way because it's not locked into any space. All right, so if I stitch this across here and fold it, then it's confined to this space. But if I do it straight across, it's not confined to any space. So it's faster. But you still always can go back and finish the facing, and then you can trim it. You can use any of the fancy stitches on your machine for a finish. You can put the ribbon on it, whatever you want to finish. But it is easier to do it this way. Finish the pocket. If I wanted this wide, I use a stay stitch, fold my stay stitch under and stitch along the edge, create my nice deep pocket. I finished this and then the side, but I'm doing something else different, so that's why I finished it this way.
In the store, what's the standard?
The standard would be the fastest way is this way. It would be this way. Yep, and then they would take it and serge these together. That's the fastest way. And that's the way you would see it in the store. High end, they would have this, usually they use fabric that's double-sided, and they put that little piping in between so you could do the same thing. It just depends on what kind of finish you want. They had that little cord in between it, but then they take these two and put them together and close them up. Because you really pay attention to that. And it's not going to alter the fit or anything. All right? So then start across here. I pull part of this loose, and I'm going to finish stitching it, my 1/2 inch seam allowance. So I want to make sure I keep them locked together. All the way down to the bottom. I want a back stitch. So I would go and serge these two together, because one have a finish on it, which is the selvage, and the other end doesn't. And then I took mine and I quartered them because I want to put this little ribbon on it to decorate it to finish it.
And again, this is just cotton.
It's just plain cotton. You have 100% cotton. And then if I want this little bow finish, that's what I want to show you how to do. Then I would quarter this. Start here, line it up where my pocket face. I'm just going to finish at, pin it. And then I would stitch this all the way around and stop a few inches back and the same to that end, and then I can create that little bow and tie it. That's how I finish that. But you do need to finish the seam because you laundry your pillowcases all the time, and then decide how you want to finish. You can finish like we suggested, with it open, or close it up like I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna just stitch right along the edge. I would pin this a few times so it stay in place, and so I can get the cute little bow finish on the front. That's why I decided to stitch it that way. So quick, easy, make some cute little pillowcases and give them away for presents. Be a blessing. So like a pro.